So the new hot thing is to have a Windows-based tablet, and Samsung is not left out in the fray here. We're taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy TabPro S. This is Samsung's Windows tablet. It's super light, it's super thin, that runs Windows 10 Home. Now this is a 12-inch tablet. It comes with the keyboard cover case combined, and it retails for about $8.99, and you can pick it up on Amazon using our link down below. So let's talk about some of the things we like about this device. Now, the keyboard carrying case allows you to basically put it in a stand mode, and also you can tilt it down to one more degree so you can get a wider range or wider view, like 110 degree angle or so. Now that being said, though, it's still pretty sturdy. It doesn't really break up or anything like that. It's a really comfortable and solid device. Now the tablet itself weighs about 1.8 pounds, really light. Combine that with a keyboard case, it's about 2.5 pounds. So you've got a really light device that is powered by an Intel CoreM processor in there. So it's a CoreM3 processor. You've also got 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. Now this is what it looks like. Really thin. Like I said, I mentioned it's really thin, 6.3 millimeters with the keyboard cover. It just adds a few more millimeters on there. It's very nice, and it's very thin device. So you've got, in terms of ports, a headphone jack, USB Type-C port, and of course speakers on the side. You've also got a volume rocker, power, and then you've got a lock button on the right, and then also speakers on the other side. Camera in the rear of the device, and the only port you have is USB Type-C. So that's what you use for charging as well as transfer. This is a great device to take with you on the go. If you're walking around, if you're someone who travels and you need something that's light and portable, really efficient, this can do the job for you. Now, the one thing I'll say is outdoor visibility is downright terrible in direct sunlight, but of course you never really actually use this in direct sunlight. It still does a good job though, where you can actually see it well, at least in the location where you are, if you're close to it like I am here. Now of course regular indoor visibility is great. That Super AMOLED display is lovely, and also it does a fairly good job in terms of audio off the system. So I want you guys to take a listen to the audio playback right here.
And 8 gigs of RAM, this thing is a beast. From web browsing, streaming videos, email, Word documents, it can handle all that smoothly. It's 2K resolution.
So audio is pretty good. Now, how about just pure functionality? Again, this is a Windows device, which means you can do a lot of things on there. And you can run things like Office, different applications on there, your x86 applications. So whatever you want to run, you can. And the keyboard and trackpad do a very good job for what it is. But you've got a touch screen also, so you can combine use case in both scenarios and maximize your user experience with it. It's also got a front-facing camera. I forgot to mention they can use, of course, for video calls and things like that. Battery life is something some of you have probably wondering. How good is the battery life for such a thin device running Windows? They promise 10.5 hours. You can get about 10 hours with this in my use case scenario. I found that pretty good, and it charges pretty fast with USB-C. Now, another feature here, of course, is the Samsung Flow, which allows you to connect your smartphone to your Windows device. You can see all the notifications on my phone there, and boom, there it is on the screen, because I've already linked this to devices via Bluetooth. Allows me to basically do work and have all my notifications come in from my phone, so I don't actually have to look at my phone. I can have it on screen there. It's a great tool that combines both the functionality of your phone as well as also using a full tablet here running Windows. It also has another cool application here. You can actually use the fingerprint sensor on your phone to verify and unlock your device, which is what I'm doing right here with my Galaxy S7 Edge. Now it only works, of course, with devices that are powered by Android 6.0 in the Samsung line. So I definitely like what Samsung has brought to the table with the Galaxy TabPro S. The one thing I will mention I wish it did have were more ports, more at least USB Type-C ports, so that you don't have one dedicated port for charging. Maybe a second one so I could connect a hub and use use regular USB. That's one thing I wish they changed and added to this. But overall, I like its form, I like its functionality. The keyboard could use more improvement in the future, but for its first entry, I like what Samsung has brought to the table. So guys, if you have any questions or any comments about the Samsung Galaxy TabPro S, let us know. Otherwise, don't forget to like and share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.